Our next presenter is Hamid Estejab, a master's student in architecture and healthcare design. Presentation title is Enhancing Wayfinding in Healthcare Environments.
Thank you. Today I'm going to talk about wayfinding and how to enhance it in healthcare environments. So first of all, I want you to look at this slide for a few seconds and see what you understand, and of course, finding a smiley face. I wonder if you noticed the separation of the colors between the right to the left side of the slide, and I wonder if you noticed the big fly in the center of the slide, which is completely irrelevant to the whole context. And I wonder if you found out the smiley face over here, which is really small. This is how we perceive the environments. We gather all the information, relevant and irrelevant, and try our best in our minds to make a connection between those elements to come up with a better understanding of the whole context. So what's the wayfinding? Wayfinding is simply navigating to the space. You want to reach your space as soon as possible, and this is the whole perception of the environment help you through that. Wayfinding in healthcare is really important. So just imagine that you are a patient, you are not as sharp as before, so your experience should be simplified. And from the staff perspective, it's really important. Just imagine you are a nurse, completely new to the environment, so you ran into a really harsh situation like the emergency, and you have to find the blood, for example, as soon as possible, and this is a life-threatening situation. Speaking of strategies, I just mentioned some of the strategies like using the colors, landmarks, and environment layouts. With these strategies, I'm going to define my research. My methodology is a replication of the article that has been recently conducted at Cornell University. So based on the strategies, I'm going to design 3 variations of the healthcare environment, which is the emergency department, which is really complex and life-threatening situations. With this design, I'm going to put them in virtual reality headsets. So my research participants can actually walk through the space and sense and feel the environment. And simultaneously, I'm going to gather all of those biofeedback. So with sensors of heartbeats, eye tracking, and brain activity, simultaneously, I can get all of those feedback and see what they see, for example, when they look at the signages and wayfinding elements. And I can measure their stress level, which is really important because my context, healthcare environment, is really a complex environment. With these data, this is an ongoing research. I expect to come up with a framework of all of those elements and how they can enhance their participants' experience, whether they are staff or patients or also visitors. So this is my research, and at last, I want you to look at all of the wayfinding elements that you've so far experienced in your way to this environment. Thank you.